be like, oh, I'm just gonna, roll these dice and hope I make the right decision. Like, I actually feel like I could make decisions and know what I'm doing. And that's like a really big deal for me. So, because I never felt like that before. So, yeah, overall, just being actually able to realize I do have power and I'm not this helpless person. And being able to help with having felt like I was, like you said, like the punching bag, feeling like that, being able to be told by some, like, have you help me, like, talk myself through it, and with the tools that you use in your program to actually, like, literally rewiring my brain, like what you were always talking about, like, just that it actually works. And so, yeah, like I feel like, I mean, right now I have no desire to go into another relationship right now at all, but I feel that that if I did,
Mhm.
I would feel like it would be, not to say that it would be easy, because there's things you never know what would happen, but I feel like I know what I'm doing now. Like, it's not gonna
That's a big deal for
be,
most people. That's where most people
yeah,
feel like that's where most people falter because they don't know what to do. They don't know what to do. They don't know how to execute. Like you said, they don't know how to they don't know how to stand up for themselves in a way to say, hey, it's okay. We don't have to be together. Maybe we're together, maybe we're not. But stand up for themselves in a way where it's like it's not me versus them. It's
yeah,
like can we be happy together? And if not, that's okay. But if we can be, then let's do this the right way. It's a way to have a way to stand up for yourself, where it's the for the greater of all concerned. And that's really
yeah.
what it's all about in the end. So how do you feel now about your future, knowing that hey, you can't control the people? I was never here to help you control or manipulate or any of that kind of stuff. But how does it feel to know that in the future, no matter who comes your way and whatever happens in this future relationship, to know that you have a specific way to control the way you feel and communicate so that if they're in, they're in. If they're not, they're not. That's okay. But no one's going to waste your
Mhm.
time. How's it feel
Yeah.
to know that for the rest of your life that's yours?
Well, that it feels really good actually, because um just because even though there is no, like, certainty of
Mhm.
life, like what's going to happen, but I have certainty with myself, like how you said, like controlling how you feel. Like,
Mhm.
I actually know if I am in a challenging situation, like maybe if it is something that's really, really hard, like I'll still have emotions, I'll still have, things I'm going through, like ups and downs with it, but they're not out of control ups and downs. Where before, like, if I got down, or like really to the point where you could call it depressed, I had no idea when it would end, or like when I would be able to get out of it, or if I would be able to. Where now I know I don't even have to go to that at all. Like, it's actually, like, now I can just experience the emotion or the thing that happens, but I'm not at its mercy, if that makes sense. Like, I actually, um, can, like, be like, wow, this is really hitting me, but it doesn't. But then yeah, like I just said, like, I'm actually experiencing it instead of just, like, yeah, there's not this hopeless feeling about it. Or it's like more like now I'm observing it instead of being completely in it and flailing around and just being like, oh my gosh, I hope either I figure this out, or I hope someone will help me, or like, it's not like that. It's like I actually can. If I show up and actually do the practice and everything, like, I can actually end it, or just get to the next day, or however long it takes, it doesn't matter. Like, I can actually handle it. Where I didn't feel like I could, I guess I shouldn't say, like, before I didn't feel like I could handle things. I had no idea that I wasn't handling them. Like, I thought I was handling things, and it turns out like I was just not at all. So that's a really big deal. So then for me, um, yeah, with whatever does happen with this relationship, or if it ends up being different ones, I don't have to worry. Like, I guess I'm not, how would I say it? Like, like like if there are like bumps or things that happen, I know at least on my end, I don't know what they're gonna do, but at least on my end, I know that I can actually like work through it and handle it.
Mm-hmm.
And then even if it's really difficult, I know that the difficulty will actually come to an end instead of just being like, oh my gosh, this, when will this end? Like it, I can actually handle it. So, and then if I need to walk away from a situation, I guess I'll have to do that if it like gets to that point. But now with what I've learned from you too, like I can actually see where those boundaries are, where before I had no really like, I guess I didn't really have, I thought I knew where lines and boundaries were, but I guess I didn't. Like I only knew like the specific ones, like, oh, if someone cheats on you, or if you get like beat up or something like really obvious.
Right, right.
Like, or you know, like things like that. Like I couldn't define where the more blurry or gray stuff was. Like but even though I would feel really bad, I still couldn't figure out, oh, well, that's because this is a line that was like crossed and I shouldn't accept that. So, um, yeah, I do have a lot more boundaries and lines up now where I didn't before for sure. So,
Do you feel like I mean, this is how I like to describe it, and it's how I feel I've experienced it. Do you feel like almost like after 30 something years, you're almost like waking out of the fog? You're realizing you really weren't living it at a certain your level. Do you
yeah.
almost feel like you're waking, like almost like really living, almost like you're asleep for many years?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I'm really glad. Of course, originally there were feelings of, oh, I wish I had did this 10 years ago, but I wasn't ready, I guess. Like it wasn't time. Like there, it was meant to be now for whatever reason. So I um definitely went through a lot before, but it has a different meaning now. Like I don't think of it as like these bad, horrible things. Oh, why did that have to happen? Now I see that they actually like built me up to a certain way. And
Hmm.
then now, yeah, it is like waking up out of a fog, but I can at least be like thankful that I woke up. And it does feel different. And I'm still like dealing with stuff too, but
Hmm.
it's different. Like there's something is changed about it where it's not like, yeah, I don't really know how to
Same
even
power, it doesn't have the
explain
same
it.
power that it used to.
Yeah,
It's not as much
yeah,
of a jail or like you have freedom now.
yeah, I do have freedom. And I also, like going to your point before where you were saying, like, oh, to just relax and everything, like, I do feel like I am more relaxed. Like, I mean, years and years ago, I don't really think I even had anxiety. But the last like 2 years with what was going on, like in my relationship and just some other things, it's like that started to actually happen and like build up. And then I had no idea how to handle that because I never dealt with that before. And
Yeah.
then now, and then I was like seeing a therapist and everything when I first started working with you, and like it wasn't working. Like I was not, I didn't feel like I mean I thought it was working because I was hoping it, like white knuckling it, like this has to work because I don't know what else to do. And
Yeah.
then once I was doing the stuff with you, I realized, oh my gosh, it wasn't working, even though I thought it was because I was doing action, but by going there and actually talking, but like I wasn't having the results that actually physicalized in my life the way um, it has doing what you do. Because I even throughout the 6 weeks, like there were things that actually happened that would have sent me into like a really difficult position
Hmm.
that I would be like, yeah, things where it would be like I wouldn't have known when I would come out of it. Like it would have just been really almost scary, like just hoping that I would feel better. and just trying to do things like reading books or watching speakers and just hoping that that would like help me get out of it, and just
Mhm.
trying to do what they say, but then realizing I didn't know how to do what they said. But then what you like gave me like actual ways to do things.